Delays today. We got lots of movie delays coming up, and I can't believe it. Lots of movies delayed, including Black Adam. What a bummer, man. Black Adam has been delayed. You're watching Mirror Domain's Movie News, your place for entertainment headlines. Let's just get right into the day's stories, guys, and talk about Black Adam. Black Adam has been changed in its release date, guys, and it's been delayed for, well, it's only a couple months, right? It's no big deal. It was supposed to come out July 29th, 2022, and it's been delayed now to October 21st, 2022. So Black Adam being delayed. Yeah. And this comes with a whole bunch of other delays like Shazam, Aquaman, and all that stuff. Shazam gets moved up, but we'll talk about this Black Adam story that we saw the teaser for, and I like the look of it. But it's not a huge delay. So July, August, September, October. So yeah, 3 months. And this came from The Rock himself. He came out and did a story that on his social media saying that this happened. But guys, that's the way that story goes. We're going to go through a lot of these delay stories. And as you can see, we do talk about the actual movie headlines here. And these are the topics that you'll see us move through. Shazam getting moved up. Shazam 2, Fury of the Gods. Aquaman 2 gets delayed. Wonka gets delayed. Super Pets gets delayed. Say it ain't so. She-Hulk, we get our first look of that. Tom Hanks and Pinocchio, we get our first look at. We get our first look at Joaquin Phoenix as Napoleon. Interesting, in Ridley Scott's new movie. And Obi-Wan trailer dropped yesterday, and we got our first look at Darth Vader in that. Okay, cool, man. And we've got a bunch of various headlines that we'll go through. And if you are watching us live in the live chat, I'm glad that you can join us. Fuzz in the live chat says, hey, man, how's it going? Hi, Hey, you know what? This is a live show, Monday to Friday, 12 p.m. Eastern, and you can always join us to look over these topics. And if you're watching us afterwards, you can look at these topics listed in the comment section in description below with time codes, and it'll set up chapters nicely for you all. And I like to move through things rather quickly and not waste time like I did at the beginning of the show. But don't worry, that only happens every now and then. Let's just get right back into these delays and what's going on here, because Flash also gets delayed. No, man, The Flash, Aquaman 2 moves up, Fury of the Gods gets moved up, Aquaman. What the heck's going on here? Let's just sort this out, because this is going to be too much overload. Did all of these date changes? Nobody's going to keep it in their head, but we just got to figure out what's going on here. Okay, so The Flash was originally set for November this year. November 4th, but it's been pushed back to 2023 and now will be out June 2023. Sorry. So Flash gets delayed a nice year, man. I just can't. A whole year for Flash. And I was getting really excited because of Michael Keaton coming back as Batman, and I liked the teaser, the way that looked too. So that becomes a summer movie instead of a winter movie, which may be a better take for that. And maybe a better haul. And yeah, what do you guys think about that? So Flash goes from November to June 2023. June 23. Oh, that's a tongue twister. Wait a minute. It's got Michael Shannon. Oh, yeah, that's right. Michael Shannon and Ante True were going to come back for that as Zod and Feora. I love Feora. One of the few good things to come out of that iteration of Superman. But we got some more superhero movie news that gets delayed. Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom has been pushed back into 2023. The Aquaman 2 was supposed to come out December 16th and is now being released March 17th. I don't know about that. That doesn't really give a whole lot of confidence. But James Wan himself, the director, came out and said, well, he took it as a good sign. He made lemonade out of lemons, right? James Wan shares his feelings about the new release date change. And you can see there that they had wrapped filming and stuff, and he's begun work on post-production. So he took it as a good sign. He said on his Instagram page there, and if you can zoom in and look at some of the shots there, if you want to go over and take a look at that, he says about this date change. Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom will be released March 17th, 2023. So, working nonstop day and night, at least 15 hours each day on my director's cut from my home setup. Thank God for the big desk. Yeah, I like his setup there. That's pretty cool. All those screens. I wish I had those screens. And I wish I had the machine power to edit that would have to be 4K. No, even higher than 4K footage. Yeah, I would love that. That kind of a rig. Working nonstop for a movie that is nearly all visual effects. I'm thankful for the extra time needed to craft this thing right. Working with groundbreaking new technology, I'm blown away by some of the early tests coming in. I'm cautiously optimistic and excited and can't wait to share when the time is ready. So James Wan is taking this, well, yeah, okay, we're getting delayed, then I'm going to really craft this thing, and Aquaman 2 should look a whole lot better, and that extra time actually is, it's a welcomed one. But as us movie fans, we get bummed out that these things get delayed, right? It's not too much farther. It's in March next year. And hopefully it doesn't get bumped again, because that would be a real bummer. But another change is Shazam. So, Shazam works with Black Adam, and that'll get shifted around. And that got moved, actually. It was supposed to come out in the summer of 2023. And then it's now being moved to December 16th, 2022, which will put it up right against Avatar 2, which a lot of people are running, saying, well, who's going to beat who? But you know what? Shazam is a different audience than Avatar. They sort of share some of the same audience, but Shazam will be fine. It's a superhero movie, and Avatar is more of like a fantasy kind of sci-fi kind of thing. And well, the director of Shazam had also weighed in. So what did he say? He celebrates the release date too, so he was happy with this, because you know what, Shazam: Fury of the Gods, it's already in the can. It was done, and I think they're even done the visual effects and everything. So the movie's just sitting there waiting to get released. There's not much more to do on it. But the director David F. Sandberg has taken to his social media and said, "That's right, Shazam 2 is getting released 6 months earlier, and now comes out in December." He elaborates a little bit more here. Going up against Avatar 2, poor James Cameron must be shaking in his boots right about now. He's not, but at least he's trying to, spice it up and still maintain that hype for a lot of people. It's funny how Shazam 1 was a Christmas movie released in April, and Shazam 2 is a summer movie getting released at Christmas. It's the Shazam way. David F. Sandberg. And that's good. I liked everything that I saw about that. And to know that Shazam and Black Adam will eventually meet up, hopefully, that'll be cool. That'll be really cool. But these, I guess they're looking at the markets now that theaters are opening up again, and people will be able to go out en masse to see these things. They're strategically moving things around to get the best results that they possibly can. That's the only reason why I think that all of these DC Warner Bros. Slates have been moved around. What do you guys think? Do any of these dates make you angry? That would be interesting. Some people in the live chat, Glass Viking says, all pitching for summer blockbusters. Fuzz says, DC needs to clean house. The movie lineup is too confusing. Well, yeah, exactly. And that's what's happening here, guys. All of these date changes, it not only messes up the fans, but it also messes up the marketing teams that are, ramping up their materials to start these campaigns. And now we got to delay it. Now we got to move things up, like in the case of Shazam. And then how do you, it just, with the fans, like these dates, they can change. I wouldn't be surprised if some of them were to change again. I really wouldn't. So I wouldn't take these dates as concrete things. That's when they're tentatively supposed to come out. That's the feeling that you get when you hear all of these changes, is that, well, maybe it'll come out that date. Maybe it will. So reporting on all of these date changes almost becomes irrelevant, because, well, this is where it's moving, but it may not. Ooh, please stay there. Please stay there. Okay. All right, let's talk about more delays. The Wonka film with Timothée Chalamet has been delayed. The prequel film, it was slated to come out this year, right? No, was supposed to come out March 2023, March 17th, 2023, and it's now going to be a December release, December 15th, 2023. Okay. Well, yeah, we, again, okay, these release dates, as I just said, it's something that casual fans, they don't really care about this stuff. Like the only the real sweaty fans, movie news fans, really care about this. So I'm not going to dwell on this. It's just, it's going to make it a Christmas movie. It looks like it does take place in the winter time, so maybe that's what they're going to cash in on. But if Timothée Chalamet has Dune 2 coming out in October, then he's going to have Wonka in December. That's a lot of Chalamet. So if you're a Timothée Chalamet fan, well, that's good news for you that it's going to be maybe more compressed. But it'll definitely throw some people off. And then, of course, talking about DC, I should have put this story up right next to it. Super Pets gets delayed. Did you watch that trailer for Super Pets? Keanu Reeves as Batman, right? I don't know. But The Rock said this announcement. It's now going to be premiering July 29th, 2022. So it was supposed to come out in May. And yeah, so now that's been delayed. Super Pets, my life is...
Beautiful Hawaii. All right, guys, I have got some big and exciting news to share with you coming out of our...
Yeah. All right, I got to switch over my audio there because I don't know. I'm not sure if you heard that, but yeah, The Rock just announced this on his social media, so it's nothing unexpected. Super Pets being delayed. Yeah, it happens. I'm not losing sleep over that one. Marvel sets Miss Marvel and She-Hulk release date windows. So you're not even confirming anything yet. But what has to happen is that at least Miss Marvel has to come out before the Marvels, well, Captain Marvel 2, that comes out in February 17th, 2023. And as of now, Marvel hasn't announced any date changes. As of now. But Miss Marvel's will tie directly into the Marvel's Captain Marvel 2. So yeah, what is that release window? Some of these things are so vague. When you say release window, Miss Marvel to arrive sometime in the summer. Sometime. Thanks, man. That really clears up a lot. But She-Hulk, they're looking forward to the holiday season, so that'll be in the winter time maybe. But we got our first look at She-Hulk, and that's the big story here, guys. She-Hulk, but it's not what you think. It's just it's on a thermos. Tatiana Maslany as She-Hulk. And this is our first real good look at what she's going to look like. And what I get from this is it's not going to be like a full CG body. Maybe it will be, but I'm thinking it's going to be more like they've hired this muscular, tall woman, and then they're just going to like paste Tatiana Maslany's head on it. But that looks good, man. I think she's going to be awesome as this. So they're not altering her face too much. But yeah, it almost looks like they're going to take like a bodybuilder for She-Hulk and then paste her head on it. But if as a first look on a thermos of all things, yeah, I like what I'm seeing. I like this one a lot. I like it a lot. Still no teaser yet for She-Hulk, but the supposed release window is this this holiday season. Let's take a look at some of these ones. Okay, that one is not a very good image. We can't really see too much of that, but you can at least recognize that it is Tatiana Maslany's face, and cool, man. And that's more of a comic book version of her there. She-Hulk. What do you guys think about that stuff? Does that look cool? Thermos? You want to buy that? Yeah, no real official teaser yet. She-Hulk will debut on Disney Plus after Miss Marvel. Yeah, well, we knew that, but did we get any other official images? And this comes from She-Hulk updates on Twitter. Okay. No. But She-Hulk, first look, I like those images, and I can't wait to see the actual photos of her, because it looks like it's going to be awesome, and it's going to have some levity to it. Mark Ruffalo is going to be there as Banner, so that'll be cool. More first looks. We got our first look at Tom Hanks in Pinocchio. Now, this is not to be confused with the Guillermo del Toro Pinocchio, that stop motion one that we saw, that teaser for it. It's not going to be like that. This is going to be an actual live action Pinocchio. Disney's live action Pinocchio, and Tom Hanks is playing Geppetto. And this is going to be Robert Zemeckis working this project. And we got our first look there, and that definitely does look like Pinocchio. That really does look like Pinocchio. I'm just scrolling down here to see if there's a release date listed that I may have missed. Pinocchio's film is currently scheduled to release sometime in September on Disney Plus. Sometime in September. Really? Okay, let's blow that up a little bit. Okay, yeah. Yeah, you can tell that it's Tom Hanks there as Geppetto. And at least, this version of Pinocchio does look like the cartoon one. The Del Toro one definitely doesn't. It's more stylized and abstract, which is good, because if you're going to have two Pinocchio movies in 1 year, you will want to be able to make the difference in your head that, hey, yeah, that looks different. That looks different. But what do you guys think about those Pinocchio images? First look at Tom Hanks. I'll keep my eye on that. Joaquin Phoenix is going to be in Ridley Scott's Napoleon. Now, this story was on, Daily Mail, and if I tried pulling up the website. I seriously did. And it's so loaded with ads, it was like really slowing down my machine. I couldn't keep Daily Mail's webpage open because it was constantly hijacking with pop-ups and stuff like that. So I just took out the images, and here we are, Joaquin Phoenix as Napoleon. The movie is set to be focusing in on Napoleon and his wife, not so much maybe the battles. And of course, Ridley Scott's doing this, so the production values are going to be there. But that's Joaquin Phoenix right there. I kind of like it. Vanessa Kirby is going to be playing Princess Margaret, his wife. So Vanessa Kirby. And we can see some set there. I can't really make out where he would be. I think that's him right up here, standing on the balcony, but maybe not. You never know. Is there a better image of him? Yeah, there we go. So he's playing Napoleon. He's gonna maybe try to do a French accent. I would think that he would, right? But I'm a big Joaquin Phoenix fan. I got no problem with him taking on roles like this, because I will always trust that he'll deliver a great performance. Yeah. Joaquin Phoenix as Napoleon. There you go. Have to keep my eye on that for sure. Arglass says in the live chat, Wonka is best suited for a Christmas movie. Yeah, that's. I think that's a better fit. That'll suit a lot of people. Oh man, I don't want to talk about this story. But guys, this is running everywhere. This is running on Variety. This is running on Deadline, Hollywood Reporter. This whole thing going on with Disney and Florida. Let's just get it out of the way. Disney censors same-sex affection in Pixar films, according to a letter from Disney employees. And this is like a side thing that happens, like some collateral damage of what's going on with Florida, and they wanting Chapek to come out and renounce DeSantis, the governor there, and stuff. And apparently there's a scene in the new movie that came out, Turning Red or something, where they have the same-sex parents or something, and that's getting censored all over the place. And Chapek has come out and said that they're trying to still address concerns, and all of these statements that have come out have felt shallow to some people, and the employees that they're just like, nah, this is not what we want. And as you can see, guys, this is a big story. It's a big, long statement that came out, and if you want to get into that stuff, it has to deal with a lot with American politics and stuff. And this is why I really didn't want to touch on it, because I don't live in the United States, so it doesn't really affect me that much. But it's going on. It's going on right now, and they're going to have to sort something out. Disney's not pulling out of Florida. They're not going to pull their amusement parks out of Florida or anything like that. But there's calls for Chapek to denounce Florida and everything, and all of this kind of side stuff. They're having issues down there. And I hope that this community, the I'm sorry guys, LGBTQIA plus community, I hope they come out on the better end of things, because it sounds like they're having a rough time down there. But I'm not going to dwell on that. It just bums me out. But as I said, it's a story that's going all over Hollywood Reporter, Deadline, Variety, all of the, like, it's just being shoved down people's throats. It's something that there are people trying to strive for change, and it's there, and it affects the movie and entertainment movie news. And that's all I'm going to say about it. Let's move on. TMTJ Gaming says in the live chat, "Hi sir, how are you doing?" Hey man, how you doing? How's your Thursday going? Is it going well? Yeah, Thursday, and I think I might go out and see Cyrano tonight with Peter Dinklage. All right, let's move on, and that's what I'm going to do. And later on today, I'm going to watch Survivor. Okay, let's talk about Rob Zombie's The Munsters. Gets an official PG rating. Wow. I think a lot of people were thinking that this one might be a little bit more for the teenager class, but no, it's going to be PG. It's not going to be rated R, and you can tell from some of the images. And I saw some of the other images. We done stories about this, like first look at some of the characters, and they do look sinister. But Rob Zombie, he says it's going to be PG. The reasoning given for the PG rating is macabre and suggestive material, scary images, and language. So, okay, that's no surprise. I mean, The Munsters was never going to be. It's not going to be a huge blockbuster. It's going to be. I reserve it until we can see the actual teasers and the footage from this. But I mean, I'm kind of like Rob Zombie. He can be hit or miss, because as long as somebody is there to dial back his dialogue and his editing styles, because he lets some scenes ramble on for way too long. But of this, I don't suspect we'll have any murder scenes in it, so we won't have to put up with any kind of that BS. But Rob Zombie's Munsters is a PG movie. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below, and we will talk about it. Let's move through some of these headlines as quickly as we can, guys. Meg 2, again. Ard Glass Vikings says in the live chat, there was nothing shocking in the original Munsters, so why ramp it up? Exactly. It's a comedy. And that'll be something that Rob Zombie really hasn't done as a comedy, right? He's done things that have had laughs in it, but yeah, Munsters is supposed to be like comedy, so yeah. Meg 2, The Trench gets a release date, summer 2023. Now, it says summer, but it's more like August. Well, I guess that's sort of still summer for some people. August 4th, late summer, midsummer. I don't know. Whatever. What the hell? August 24th is when Meg 2 comes out. And guys, that's all there is to the story. This article just goes on to recap it. Meg 2, August 4th, 2023. I'm looking forward to it. They're shooting it right now. And yeah, that makes sense. I just hope that the sharks look a little bit better than this, because that was, aside from the questionable acting at times, the CG, I just wanted them to look more menacing. They just looked like CG sharks. Pennywise, the story of it documentary boarded by Cinedime. So they're going to make a documentary all about Pennywise, the different iterations of Pennywise. Cool, I'm on board with that. The doc includes interviews with many of the key players behind Pennywise, as well as an exploration of what went into creating the It films, including casting, production, and practical effects. So they better get on and interview Tim Curry, because he's getting up there, guys. He's getting up there, and I don't know how much mobility and stuff he has anymore, because he had a stroke, and he's still trying to get out there and do stuff. But yeah, Tim Curry as Pennywise was awesome. Say what you will about the new version, Skarsgård's version. He was good in the first one, but the second one, they needed to ramp up the scares, and they just tried to use the same thing, and it fell a little flat. But I still liked it because I like Jessica Chastain, and I'll watch anything with her in it. I don't hate Jessica Chastain like some people out there. So cool. They're going to be exploring all the visual effects and stuff like that. So, Pennywise Documentary, does that interest you? Glass says in the live chat, Tim Curry was great. Yes, he was. Yes, he was. All right, guys. Yesterday, that Obi-Wan trailer dropped while I was editing all my stuff. And I was editing my first look photo images video for that. And then it dropped. And while that was rendering on my computer, I had to set it up to do my teaser reactions and such like that. So I got that out there, and I'll tell you, the images look great. The images looked awesome, and the teaser trailer looked even better because it was just cool to see it all in motion, right? It just gave that different feel to it. It gave that scope, and we got our first look at Darth Vader here too. So Hayden Christensen said that, guys, Obi-Wan Kenobi viewers, you'll see a very powerful Vader, because those inquisitors that we saw, the Grand Inquisitor and such, with the red lightsabers and such in that trailer, they all work for Vader. They all work for Darth Vader, and we know that Hayden's going to be in this, and by the sounds of it, he's going to be pretty brutal. There's going to be a scene in it where he does fight Obi-Wan, because we've seen that in the concept art. We're going to see a very powerful Vader, Christensen said to EU. Fans have been expecting this, considering Obi-Wan Kenobi is set during the time period where Vader has risen to new levels of power. Yes. His shadow is cast across so much of what we do. Series writer Joby Harold says. But let's just get to this look at what Vader is. They released the first look image of that, and there he is, guys. There he is. Looks like he's coming out of his backed up tank pod there that we saw in Rogue One. So we know that we're going to see the Mustafar castle in this. Let me just blow that up. We know what Darth Vader looks like. And we know this room. We know this room. And yeah, cool. That's cool, man. TMT says in the live chat, yeah, like look like movie, but release like movie. Yeah, and I'm hoping that that Obi-Wan trailer was awesome. I'll leave a link to that up in the cards above, guys, and in the description for my teaser reaction. And I did a breakdown too of that. If you want me to go through the scenes one by one, I give you my thoughts on that, because that made me so happy. That made me just wow, that was cool. Zach Summer in the live chat says, excited for the Pennywise documentary, liked both versions. Cool, Zach, you're here. Cool. Hey, somebody used to work with over at when I used to make Blackberries, and we same alma mater. I think we both graduated from the same college. Cool, man. Yeah, Tim Curry was great. He was brilliant, and I can't wait for that. But that Obi-Wan trailer was pretty cool too, guys. And we got our first look at Darth Vader. Darth Vader. Yeah, cool. Can't go wrong with Vader. Can't go wrong. But talking about Star Wars here, the creator of Midnight Mass apparently wants to, well, if he was asked, he would love to make a Sith movie. Now, did you watch Midnight Mass on Netflix? I liked it. I liked it, but I didn't love it as much as like Haunting of Hill House or Haunting of Bly Manor. That's the same director, Mike Flanagan, and he also did Dr. Sleep. But he's like one of my favorite directors right now, because he's got that flair, he's got that eye. And somebody asked him over on social media saying, my God, I would love it. Somebody asked, can we get a Mike Flanagan Star Wars film? I'd love to see you tackle a Sith story. Now, this is not a huge story, guys, because it is nothing confirmed. But a Mike Flanagan Star Wars Sith movie, that would be cool. That would be awesome. If you're familiar with his work. Now, this is also a quick little headline. It was yesterday being reported in some places that Stephen Wen from Walking Dead and in that new movie upcoming called Nope was in talks to play Mr. Negative in Spider-Man 4. And here's my response to it. Who's Mr. Negative? I don't know. Now, I am a Spider-Man fan, but he must be one that a lesser known one. He's not huge apparently, but whose popularity gained a boost after Insomniac's Spider-Man's game. Okay, so he's from a game, Mr. Negative. And there were talks that Stephen Wynn was going to be in for Spider-Man 4. Nothing's concrete there, but my thoughts on it are, I have no idea who he is. So, guys, they set up the possibilities for us seeing a Scorpion in the Spider-Man universe, and I would love to see a good version of Rhino take on Spider-Man. Not that mechanical thing. They can do a better version of that somehow. I really hope they do that. But we're rounding out the day, guys, with some of these various headlines. Blue Beetle star shares emotional video of her reaction getting DC role. Ooh, DC. Oh yeah, that's right. There was going to be a Blue Beetle movie, DC movie. I don't know much about the character, but I just saw this image and I had to check it out. But this actress was apparently so overwhelmed, she started bawling on her Instagram page. Oh, crap. And the rest of the cast were happy for her. Blue Beetle. Do you guys even know what that is? Bruna Marquezine. I'm sorry if I'm butchering that. Blue Beetle movie. She's happy to be in it. I think most people would. All right, what else is going on here? Emmy Rossum looks unrecognizable in Peacock's Angeline teaser trailer. This is Emmy Rossum. I like Emmy Rossum, but that looks nothing like her. And yes, that's indeed a transformation of monumental proportions. And apparently, this Angeline movie is a fictionalized account of Rania Tamar Goldberg and her life experiences in the 80s in Hollywood. I don't know who that is, so I had to Google it, guys. I'm pretty naive to this. So this is the real person right here. This what the movie's going to be based off of. Looks like she was into the pink and was in body alterations of some kind. And Emmy Rossum is going to be playing her. And it looks like she's going to be having some prosthetics on there, because I know Emmy Rossum, she's not she's not that, but the images are somewhat striking. This image I like the best. This is what would make me go, who? Okay, I'll check out whatever this is about. Emmy Rossum as Rona Tamar Goldberg. It's going to be on Peacock. People in the live chat are telling me what this Blue Beetle thing is about. Okay, I'll Google this Blue Beetle thing, because I thought I pulled up the wiki page, but I didn't. Blue Beetle movie wiki. Let's take a look. Blue Beetle is the name of 3 fictional superheroes who appear in American comic books. 3. All right. Publication history. Don't tell me that you don't have something in here in the movies. You told me that this was about the films. Okay, that's not about the movie. I did type in movie, didn't I? (2023). There we go. Okay, so yeah, you're right. Somebody said something about Cobra Kai. Ardglass in the live chat says will be one to watch. Okay. So it's got some Cobra Kai in there, and it's got that Bruna Marquezine in it, and the IMDb page doesn't say much either. Harvey Guillen, Zolo. Okay, I'm not gonna. I'll butcher all these names. I don't even know what Blue Beetle's all about, but if you guys are interested about that, the images look cool there. Yeah, 2023. Have to keep my eye out for that. But something that is coming out is that Obi-Wan trailer. And I accidentally pulled that poster up from my artwork. And that's going to be, this is going to be our last story. This is definitely happening. So it's officially confirmed now. The Penguin series is ordered by HBO Max. they announced it a long time ago, and they said they were working on it, but now it's official, it's concrete, and we knew that this was going to happen, especially since the Batman was doing so well. I have long been a fan of the world of Batman and Matt's films, and such a powerful and bold entry into the canon showrunner. The showrunner, Lauren LaFranc, said, I am excited and humbled to continue telling stories in the grimy world of Gotham City, and what better excuse to channel my inner villain than to tell the story of Oswald Cobblepot. So that's official. And it's going to be R-rated. Yeah, we even got stories that it's going to be an R-rated Penguin spin-off series. And that's cool because, Colin Farrell really stole the show in every scene that he was there, guys. He really was. And that's pretty much the way that it's been today, guys, in the realm of movie and entertainment news. If you want to talk about any of these topics, let me know in the comments below. Let me know your thoughts on all of this stuff, and we'll get around to it. And we'll do what we do every day. It's becoming like the thing to do is I'll wrap up the show by playing some guitar. Once I set up my camera. Move that out of the way. Dirt Matrix done, good for Batman. Nice written. Okay, cool, man. Influences by how they play guitar, how they play power chords. What's a power chord? That's it's a fifth note. Like so, this is a D5. So that means like the root note is a D, and then you play the fifth note of that scale. It's a D5. So that's an A, D, A, D5. And that's a power chord. You'll see that common shape a lot, and you can tell sometimes who the influences are of somebody, because if they're trained, they'll play it with these two fingers, and like that. Like you can tell if somebody's got lessons, because that's the way that you're supposed to play it. I learned from watching Kurt Cobain. So he played it like this. He presses with these two fingers, and he doesn't always play it clean. So he always, and he tucked his pinky somebody you shouldn't watch or learn how to play power chords from is James Hetfield from Metallica, because he plays the fifth note of the power chord with his pinky. And you watch it, and it's so frustrating because he plays it like this. That's so hard to do. I don't know why he did, but he learned it probably because from one of his influences, that he saw people playing it like that. And the one benefit about playing that is that you can use these other fingers in there, which is how he plays his version of Enter Sandman. Now, I'm not in the right tuning to play Enter Sandman, but he would play it like that. So I would rather play it like that. How did I play it? I don't even remember. It's been so long since I played that song. But yeah, he would play it with the pinkies, and that's not even, you wouldn't be taught that. One day I should put it on. One day, maybe not. Maybe tomorrow. I can do it tomorrow. I'll turn on my electric guitar and I'll play my electric instead of my acoustic. Then we can play things like. Play some AC/DC if I get my electric up. But those are just my thoughts. There's my guitar for today. Guys, I'll see you tomorrow on Mirror Domains Movie News.